Hello. Welcome to How to Cope When You Lose a Co-host and or also a mentor by Prince DJ Deshaun Porter. I would like to welcome you to this presentation and let's get started. Okay, I have a couple of disclaimers for you. Number one, I'm not a doctor. Number two, I'm not a therapist. I am still going through grief pain, but I just want to show you how I cope with my losses. Maybe it can work for you as well. Now, a lot of times I've been watching health seminars or health webinars on YouTube. They always have a disclosure. So since it's dealing with mental health, I thought that I would be doing a disclaimer too. It's always on the up and up, but I have nothing to disclose. So I just thought I'd put a disclosure there anyway. So there you go. Let me tell you a couple of reasons why I'm doing this class. A lot of people who have families who work on podcasts, a lot of people have families who work on shows. Well, my late wife, she worked on me, well, worked with me, I should say. She worked with me on a couple of shows. I had wrote a show for her called Princess the Bounty Hunter. Actually, she also came up with the idea because she knows how to spot bargains whenever she shopped at the store. So I wanted to showcase that for people. And I thought it was a great way for people see how somebody could have bargains and also how to find it for them and their family as well. And they especially needed this show at this inflation. Oh, my land. They needed this show. Definitely needed this show. Also, my late wife, Teresa Donnell Porter, she also helped me with a book and a screenplay called Winning the Battle about Sergeant Perry and his family, who's going through so many battles within their life. And also, she was the very first, not only first co-host, but she was the first queen of Big D Country. And I better get out of here because I'm already started tearing up. Okay, let's move on. And I told you I'm still into grief pains as well, but I really wanted to help. I really wanted to help. Now, this Hall of Famer, he is in the Hall of Fame because he mentored me to do my own podcast. His name is JV of a comedy show called JV and Others, The Doghouse. And, well, they was on a show in New York. That's where I found them. And I used to live in the New York metro area, and I started hearing their show. And make a long story short, I called in, and I wasn't part of their talent show, even though I didn't win. But next thing I know, I was involved in their shows a lot more. I got to introduce them in an event, which was so cool. And then I've been doing the Big D Zone ever since. And he's been doing his show even out of San Francisco. And how I heard that he passed away was one of the fans that actually found me. I wonder how in the world that he knew that I was still alive. But he actually found me and had the unfortunate news to tell me that JV had committed suicide because he had Lyme disease. And now I hate ticks from now on. So, yeah, that was JV and Elvis. Okay. Now, that's what I was saying before. I'm still struggling, but I am coping, and I want to help other fellow podcasters if they lost a co-host and or a mentor. Now, the first way of coping, and it's definitely a huge way that I have of coping, is definitely prayer. Now, even though I am a Christian by choice and Christian of faith, even since growing up and remember being baptized in the late 80s, I still pray. I don't always pray on my knees, but I always pray like whether I'm on the road somewhere or I pray laying down. And especially I need to pray, especially with all the days kept coming on me and kept bullying on me and stuff like that. So Prayer is a strong way to make it through. Prayer works. And I want to tell you a couple of stories of how prayer works. Well, there are times, a lot of times, when I need to cross the street, whether it's in town or out of town, and I always have to pray because you don't know if people want to help you or people don't want to help you across, especially a busier street. That's why I can't cross the street because one time I got hit when I was in Tampa and I had the right of way, but I wasn't to the point that I needed surgery on anything, but I still went to the hospital to get checked out. But prayer does work, but I was able to get prayer for going across the street. And also prayer also worked out for getting food because, face it, nobody likes to be in poverty. And nobody likes to not know where their next meal coming to. So it's not fun being in poverty, but sometimes you have to pray for help to get food while you're trying to get the help. And there's a lot of times, even though there's only two people that usually normally help me, but it always works out, and prayer always, always get the job done. So I'm a big advocate for prayer. This is a benefit. I'm going to tell you some of the benefits of prayer. Prayer helps when you're feeling down. Now, okay, let's just face it. I am still diagnosed with severe depression, post-traumatic stress syndrome, and also generalized anxiety disorders. And believe me, especially when you have things that you're looking forward to, like different trips, or different things that you want to do, or different things you want to take part of, when I'm feeling down, prayer definitely helps. And I thank God that He gave us prayer because, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that get us down. So that is one of the benefits of prayer. It helps when you're feeling down. Prayer benefits number 2. God is close. Okay? Now, you might be wondering, and you might be asking, well, Deshaun or Prince DJ, what do you mean God is close? Now, I'm an agnostic or I'm an atheist. I don't believe. Well, there's a lot of Christians that do believe in God. And the reason why I want to put prayer in there because there's a lot of time that you lost your loved one and you need to feel them close to you, but also you need to have the presence of God close to you and to know that He's there. And I'm a widower, and even in the Bible it says God is closer to a widow. So I'm pretty sure that is true for also widowers who lost a wife as well. And believe me, it is. It's really true. He also protects me, and it makes me know that God is close, even when I get agitated, even when I get frustrated, especially when things are taking a long time to come true. But He's still always there, and He's still a great protector. All right. Benefits number 3 of prayer. It encourages you to keep on going. All right. So sometimes you need that encourage. You need that pick me up. When you can't even find others that encourage you, you have to turn to prayer. There's a lot of instances that, when you encourage yourself through prayer, and sometimes you have to ask others to pray for you, like to pray for, whether you have to go to the hospital or pray for a job interview or praying for something to work out. And it encourages you to keep going. It is your strength. This is what keeps me going. I don't even know how I'm still even here without my wife. But it's prayer. And it's prayer that is keeping me going. It is prayer that is keeping me doing what I have to do while I'm still here. So prayer encourages you to keep on going. Okay, so this is one I'm not going to spend too much time on because I don't do it, but I heard a lot of people do it, and I heard there's a lot of ways that people relax with this. But it's called meditation. And then I've been to conferences, podcasting conferences, that even talks about meditation. And I think they even had it during one of the keynote sessions, had everybody to try it. And I was like, wow, I was blown away. But it helps you to relax. And there are a lot of classes for meditation. There are classes from beginners, that's something that I need, to intermediate and to advanced learners, that those that want to go even further in the art of meditation. So that's right there. All right, watching movies and TV shows that you enjoy. Now I watch YouTube, especially I watch a lot of the old wrestling, WWF, WWE, the Attitude Era, and all like that. I like watching that. I like watching EAS. Sometimes I might watch a little game shows or two. Sometimes I watch a small movie, but it's something that I have to be able to tolerate. And I don't watch long match because I can't concentrate because of my disability with mental pains. But I will watch the short matches though. And if you enjoy a favorite video, then do that. If you like to still watch your favorite TV shows, then do that. Now, the only thing that will trip me up is if I were, now I don't do it, but if I were to watch a TV show that my wife usually enjoy, like Emergency or Paternity Court or even Mountain Man, those shows will make me tear up like crazy, and I can't even watch it. I cannot even enjoy those. I don't even watch the Newlywed Game because it will help me, you know, it will help me be jealous because those people are still married, even though they was newlyweds at the time of the show. But still, I find my own shows, I find my own videos that I watch, and I stick to them. So there you go. All right, this is everybody's go-to. Now they say that music is a language all of its own. Well, it is true. It is true. People do get together to music, and yeah, they say that music is a language all its own. I think I specified that, but here are the pros and the cons of music. Now, there's a pro. Music can help you. Like if you do have songs that you like, that you really like, that doesn't remind you of your loved one, doesn't remind you of what you and your loved ones did together, then that's a pro for you. That is really a pro. And even if you find new songs that will help you out, and you'll find a new song that really make you feel better to help you to cope with the loss. But there's a con. There's a con. There's always a pros and cons for things. There's a con that songs can trigger memories of your loved one. All right. Now, for the life of me, I still cannot listen to Amazing Grace, even though it was a Christian anthem. And the only thing was played, or it was sung during my wife's funeral at the graveside service. And then months after that, I cannot listen to that song without bawling my eyes out. And so I don't listen to it. And then if somebody starts to play Amazing Grace on YouTube, I'll be like, no, 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 turn it off. I got to turn it off. So I find my own songs, or I even find my own gospel songs that I like. So I would do that. And try to find another song or song that you don't have you think about your loved one if you want. And there are so many different songs out there, so much music out there. There's got to be a song that fits you. There's got to be a genre that fits you, from rock to hip hop to gospel to alternative to easygoing to country. There's got to be a song that fits you, or you can listen to multiple genres. I listened to multiple genres at that time, and there's got to be one that fits you the most. So music can help. Music is sometimes hurt, but nonetheless, music can help heal. So it does all that, and a bag of chips. All right, go out on trips. Now this is a favorite of mine because it get me out of the house and or get me out of the apartment or wherever I am. But going on trips, time to travel, get away for a while. Whether it's be on a local trip like a lot of us do, or whether it's going to be on national trip, you go across the country, or even an international trip for those that are able to do that, or even conferences like I do myself. I go to two conferences a year. Used to go to Vegas, well, I still do, and I used to go to a cruise ship. I consider that my home because of the freedom, because of everything is all in one place. You don't have to worry about going in the car, going on the bus, or depend upon other people to take you to wherever you want to go, except if you're on an excursion. And that's what I love about cruising. But as far as going on trips, it's supposed to enlighten you. It's supposed to make you feel, make you feel alive. It makes you feel that you could conquer things. Okay. Now, sometimes if you can't get away, then try staycation. Like some people get 2 days off from work. If you could get like a 2 day weekday off of work, or maybe a 2 day weekend, or some people are lucky, then go on a staycation if you're able to, and that will do wonders. Just don't stay in one place all the time, especially with your mind gets you thoughts of your loved one. I've been a widower for 7 years, almost going on 8, and there's still things that triggers me. But the things that were to help me is that yes, I could do this. Now, if you are working, try to get away for the weekend, or try to get away when you have 2 days off, if possible. All right, here we go. All right, and yeah, this is more go on trips. Go on a day trips around your state and your city. There's a lot of places that's in your city. Like, for example, where I used to be from, St. Louis, there was a lot of attractions. Or maybe there might be attractions if you live in Orlando or Vegas, or even in other parts of the country. And you might want to go on day trips and to see the sights. And that's good. That's really good. I used to even go to Branson a couple of times when I used to live in Springfield. So there's a couple of shows I never got to see, but oh well. Maybe if I do go back there, I'll try to see if I can get back to a couple of the shows. But that's just an example. So going on trips to help you to relax is another good thing. All right. All right, so here is the summary. We're at the home stretch, and I want to thank you so far for listening to on this thus far. So congratulations, you made it this far. Here is what I tried to teach you in this very lecture. Okay, I'm not Vince McMahon, but anyway, you might still be triggered. Okay, so even if you're going through the loss of your loved one that worked with you on your show or helped mentor you to do your own show, and it was just was the driving force that helped you to create your different podcasts, and then he or she passed away, then it's got to be devastating. It's still got to be devastating. But even though you still get triggered, there are ways to help you cope. There are ways and tools to help you cope. For, like I said, example, prayers for yourself and from others. Like, ask others to pray for you. And that always works all the time, without fail. Meditation. Meditation is a way that help out as well. And also, music that you still enjoy, also listen to new songs as well. Go out on trips, both in-state and out-of-state, and also internationally if you are able to. And this is the way to get a hold of me. And there's my email address. I know it's very small, but if you get the QR code, that should get you directly into, it's almost like, yeah, it's a link tree, and it has all my sites that I have in Big D Country. But my email address is right there on the screen if you want to get a hold of me and everything, if you want to be a part of Big D Country. So I'd like to thank you for listening to this teaching, and I hope that helps you. And yes, it does help me, and I do still get sad off and on because I still miss my late wife. I still miss my mentor. I mean, they were both key parts in Big D Country. So, but anyway, I would like to thank you again, and this is Big D Zone. This is Big D Country.